John from Columbus, Ohio. Between these two women, who in your opinion had the bigger impact on women's wrestling? I assume he means in WWE. AJ Lee or Beth Phoenix? Oh, AJ Lee. AJ Lee for sure. To me, Beth Phoenix, this is going to sound like a knock on her, but Beth Phoenix to me always just came across as China Light. You know, she was that woman, she went into the Royal Rumble and she, mixed it up with the men. Well, China did that first. As a wrestler, Beth was a better wrestler than China was, but she was never a bigger star, and she never had the kind of impact that China did. She was a good wrestler. Beth Phoenix was a good wrestler. Nothing more. I don't see her as being some sort of trailblazer or, impact on women's wrestling. I look at AJ Lee, and I think to myself, I could not remember. I'd have to maybe go all the way back to Miss Elizabeth. I mean, you can say Stephanie, but like someone like Elizabeth. To think of a female performer who had been featured in top storylines and main event segments the way that AJ Lee was. AJ when she was with Punk and Bryan and they were going back and forth. And then, eventually AJ ended up with Dolph Ziggler. But for a while there, she was headlining Raw most weeks than some of the guys were. Then they made her Raw GM for about a cup of coffee there for a while. She did win the Divas Championship and had a run with that. So AJ did a lot in a relatively short period of time that she was in WWE, but it's the stuff with her being involved in the main event and the championship picture that I remember most. And then, of course, when she was the champion, that memorable promo that she cut on all the Total Divas women, which is still talked about even now. People still remember that little pipe bomb of her own that AJ dropped on the Bellas and everybody on that show. So when I think about her overall impact on the company, I mean, to me, AJ had a bigger impact than Beth Phoenix ever did.